Hi guys, today we are going to see VoIP configuration in Packet Tracer. Okay, this is the telephony service. Suppose if we want to connect our IP phone with our network, we have using this methods to configure our devices with our network. Okay, now I am going to open my Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, I am opening the Packet Tracer. Okay, now it's opened. Okay, now we going to select the devices. First, I will select the router. Now I am taking the 2811 router. Then I will go and select the switch. I take 2960 switch. Then I am going to be select the VoIP phone. Okay, I am taking 4 phones. Okay, now we need to do the cabling. Okay, here it has shown the switch and PC 2 ports. The PC port is connects to the telephone to the PC. The switch port is connect telephone to the switch. So now I am going to be select the switch port. Okay, I'm connecting to fast Ethernet 02. I'm choosing fast Ethernet 02 because the fast Ethernet 01 we need to connect with the router. Okay, one by one we will follow the same way. Okay, now all the IP phones connected to the switch. Then we need to connect our switch to the router. Okay, here I am going to select the fast Ethernet 01 to our router fast Ethernet 00. Okay. Now the cabling everything done. Now you can see all the devices are in off mode. This is everything shows in red. The red they couldn't get any communication with other devices. They don't have any other communication with other devices. So we need to enable this all devices. Okay, now I'm going to open the IP phone. Here you can see the cable adapter because the IP phone they don't have the power supply. We need to give power supply. Okay, now I give the power supply. Okay, now you see the IP phone number IP phone 0. It turns into green because just now I given the power supply to the IP phone. So now the IP phone Vivo IP phone 0 is enabled. Okay, we will do the same things to the other IP phones. Okay, now all the Vivo IP phones are enabled. Okay, now we are going to do the configuration in router. Okay. I'm just double click the router. Here you can see the CLI. This is a command line interface. If we want to do any settings, any changes, any configuration, we have using this command line interface to configure the router. Okay. First, it will be asked the initial configuration. I don't want to do any initial configuration because if we given any initial configuration, it automatically changes the settings of our router. So we don't want to do that initial configuration. I enter no. Okay. Now the router in the configuration mode. Okay, I just enable the router using the enable command to enable the router. Okay, now the router will becomes global configuration mode. Okay, now I am enter the second command configuration terminal. This is the global configuration command. Okay, once we enter this command, the router going to be the configuration mode. Okay, then we need to interface with our ports, fast Ethernet ports. Interface FA0/0 because our router switch is our switch is connected with the router fast Ethernet 0/0 port. So we need to select interface that port. Okay. Then we need to set the network IP for that port. IP address. Okay, I'll give 192.168.1.1. Then the subnet mask 255.255.255.0 is a class 3 24 based subnet mask. Okay. Then okay, now we have to set the IP for the network. Okay, now we have to enter no shutdown. Okay, this commands the no shutdown commands activate our router. Okay. Okay. Now we need to do configuration, the voip configuration. Okay. First, we need to set our voip phone to the THP server. So I enter IP THCP pool voip. Okay. Then we need to configure the THP server with our network. So I enter network 192.168.1.0 because we have set our router IP address is 1.1. So the 1.0 is our host IP address. This is our network host IP address. So we have entered this IP address for connecting our network. Then we need to give our subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Okay. Now we have connected the VoIP THP server configuration in our network. Then we need to set default router because our VoIP phones needs to communicate with router. So we need to set up our network router is our default communication router. Here no need to enter subnet mask because it's only we have configured with subnet mask with our network. So this is here we no need to be enter. It is just show our default routers to our network. Okay. Then we need to enter this command option 150 IP 192.168.1.1. This command using to because our VoIP phone has no IP address. That has no static IP address. The THP server will assign the IP for our VoIP phone. So the option 150 command, it will be connected to our THP server. This is their base IP address for the VoIP phones in this network. So if we have connected 4 or 5 VoIP phones, automatically it will be generate all the IP phone and dynamic IP address. So this option 150 will be assigned dynamic IP address for our VoIP phone. Okay, now everything okay. Then we need to save our configuration using this to write command to save our configuration. Okay, now everything done. Then come out, exit. Okay. Then we need to do our telephone services. We need to configure our telephone services. Okay. Okay. It's a telephone service. Okay. Telephoning service. Okay. Okay. Now it's come into configuration, telephonic configuration mode. Okay. Here we need to set how many VoIP phones we need to use. Okay. Suppose I'm going to choose 4 VoIP phones because we have taken 4 VoIP phones. Suppose if you have to take 10 or more than 10, you have to enter how many devices you have to do in configuration. Okay. Now I select max D phones 4 because I am taken 4 VoIP phones. Okay. Then we need to set the directory. Okay. Max because we need to enter the number. We need to give every VoIP phones the separate number, the tile number. So we need to give each VoIP phones to set the directory. Okay. Max DN. This is max. TN means directory 4. Okay. Then we are going to set the source IP address for this our telephony network. IP source address 192.168.1.1. Then we need to give the port number, port 2000. Okay, this is the our source IP address. The DHCP server will be assigned IP address for our VoIP phone using through this port. If suppose one VoIP phone communicate with the other VoIP phone, it will be connected with different port. It couldn't they can communicate with the same network. So we have connect all the VoIP phone with the same single port network. It can easy to connect. It can be communicate with each other devices. Okay, then we have to automatically assign the dynamic IP address for VoIP phone. So we are using auto assign one to 4. Okay, it will be automatically assign the IP address for our telephone 1 to 4. Okay, then we need to set a directory and then we need to set the dial number. So first we have to take the ephone number 1. ephone directory 1. Okay, now we set the number. This is a dial number 100. Okay, then we need to set ephone tn directory number 2. We set here number 101. This is a second phone. Then we need to configure the third phone. ephone tn3 number 102. Okay, then ephone, the last one, ephone tn4 number 103. Okay, we have set all the IP phones, the dial numbers. Okay, now we save the settings to right. Okay, come out from the servers. Okay, now the server configuration everything be done. We are going to be close the server. Okay, then we need to configure the switch. In switch we come to command line interface mode. Okay, first we enter the enable command to enable our server. Then we need to configure global configuration mode. Okay, then we need to interface the switch Ethernet ports. Interface range. Okay, suppose if you want to select single Ethernet port, we directly interface. Then we need to mention FA0/2 R3 R4. We can using this one. But if you want to select the whole number 1 to number 4, this kind of team of the ports, we need to use this interface range command. This one it will be select port number 1 to 5. It will take port number 1 to 5, the total ports using this command to access. FA0/ 1 to 6. 1 to 6. Okay, I'm just accessing the switch port 1 to 6. If you want to take 1 to 10, 1 to 20, how many ports do you want to take with your VoIP phone? How many ports do you want to configure? You can take it. You can take the switch port access. Okay, and then now I am going to be enabled all the ports in access mode. Switch port mode access. Okay, this command will be create all the switch ports mode to access mode. Then we need to get the VoIP phone into this switch port mode. So we have entered this command switch port voice VLAN 1. This command to configure the VoIP phone to our switch port mode access. We have creating this VLAN 1. This VLAN 1 will automatically connect all the VoIP phones to access mode. Okay, then we have to save configuration to right. Then exit. Okay, now the switch configuration also done. Okay, now you see the orange color, the round bars. Now the routers and switches automatically, they dynamically, they will be arranged the IP address for the IP phones. And then they have doing the internal configuration with the devices. Okay, now everything be done. Now you will be see here. Okay, now this first switch will be the line number is 103. Would you see here? Just a second. Okay. What do you see here? Pretty close. Okay, the gateway is we have setting our router IP address. You have see the IP automatically generate the VLAN 1 automatically generate the IP address for 192.168.1.5. Then second one, the number line number 102, the IP address 1.6. Then third 1.7, then number is 101. Then final, the line number is 100, then IP address 101.4. Dynamically arrange the DHCP server will automatically arrange the IP address for the VoIP phones. Okay, now we are going to check the IP phones. Open this IP. Here we going to be select the graphical GUI. It's a graphical user interface. It will be show the real type of telephone in virtual mode. Okay, we'll open all the phones. Okay, now all of the phones are being okay. Everything be okay. Okay, I'm going to open the phone one. Okay, I'm going to open IP phone 103. It's number one phone. Okay, set it here. Then I set 102. Okay, now this is IP VoIP 103. Tile number is 103. This is 102. Okay, now I am call the 102. Okay, 102. Yeah, here the 102 will be enabled. Okay, now close. Then I have using the 102 to call 103. See, the 103 will be now ringing. Okay, this is a method to be communicate with the same network. Okay, suppose if you want to configure the automatically the line number will be set into 102 103. Suppose if you want to change our telephone number, different number, it's the same command. We have to open the router, come into the telephony service mode. Okay, then we need to send phone PN1. Okay, the first contact number is we have to set 100. The TN1 number is 100. Okay, now we need to set the number 500 to right. Text. Okay, now I just open the IP phone 3. This one is 100 because the graphical user interface, it will take some time to change the number, change the tile number. Here it shows 100, but it already changed to the tile number 500. I'll show in the tiling method. Okay, see the 101. It is we never changed, but the 100 it has changed to 500. Okay, I call this phone to 500. You see, it is ringing. This is ringing. We have set it. First we have set the tile number is 100. But after just now we are going to change the tile number is 500. Suppose I try 100. It doesn't work. It didn't engage mode because the numbers we have been changed. This is suppose if you want to change the telephone number to in a different number, we are using this command to change. Okay, I will just show you here. 101. This one ringing. Okay. Okay, friends. This is a VoIP configuration. Because here we don't have any physical machines to configure. That's why I have shows this all configuration in Cisco Packet Tracer. So this is the same commands we have using in the physical mode. So okay, I think it's done. Please subscribe my channel and then give likes more. Okay, now I'm going to close my video. Thanks for your support.